whose experiences are completely
He's
non-understandable.
literally
I cannot
shaking.
understand your experience in any way. And because I can't understand your experience, this is the Robin DiAngelo stuff, I have to listen and believe. I can never try to assess whether your opinion on a matter is non-factually or evidentiarily based. Instead, I have to listen and believe.
Like, what does he think is supposed to be a Ben Shabibo style cartoon? Here, I'll do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm Ben Shabibo. Okay, I'm Ben Shabibo, and here's how I would do this, actually, as a matter of fact. Hello, I'm black and you're white, but it doesn't matter because we are all the same. There's no such thing as systemic racism. Yes, you're right. I see no color. As a white person, I see no color, and that's the anti-racist thing to do. Yes, as a black person, as a black child, I like to maintain facts and logic and reasoning, and that's precisely why I'm telling you that we have the same opportunities, and it's actually a consequence of fatherlessness in my community and my culture, and that's why we have not been able to succeed. Hello, I'm the third person. That's irrelevant to the conversation because it doesn't even matter anymore. We've settled it. Thank you for doing facts and logic and reasoning, 5-year-old children. Cool. I'm glad we came to an agreement. Thank God there are no liberals here to do emotional pleas. Racism defeated. Like, that's what he thinks is supposed to be the best way to do this. Is that what he's trying to say? Why are there no facts and logics and reasoning in the cartoon talking about like something a super basic fucking concept? How will 12-year-olds that are watching Steven's Universe be able to own each other in the marketplace of ideas if you are saying that black people and white people have different experiences?
Factually or evidentiarily based. Instead, I have to listen and believe because, you see, I see color. So I'm an anti-racist, which means I have to listen and believe whatever.
Well, you don't have to do any of that, dog. Like, you fucking freak. Why the fuck are you watching, why are you watching this shit and then also thinking that, like, children should be owning each other in the marketplace of ideas with, like, tropes and misrepresentations of data and cherry-pick data from your fucking dumbass TV show? Like, do you think that the white kid is supposed to be like, well, actually 13% of the crime is committed by, or 50% of the crime is committed by 13% of the population, which means that it's actually allowed that the police should continue systemic racism, oppression, and the cycle of violence that keeps black communities and brown communities in poverty? Like, is that what you want the fucking kid, the white kid, to say? The white 12-year-old to say to the black 12-year-old? Is that what the is that what hypothetically is supposed to be happening in this conversation?
You say, and presumably accept all of your policy recommendations as well in order to destroy the systems of power. This is being taught to children at Cartoon Network. To children.
Oh, the horror! The horror! This is being taught to children.
Yeah, you wonder why people feel like they're under assault? Because they're under assault.
Eight 1350 theory. The 8-year-olds talk about the 13% of people doing 50% of the crime. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, remember when the Daily Wire made a non-racist cartoon? And Ben hates that, of course. He hates non-racist cartoons. I think they had to take this down, didn't they? The brutal savages trope. The savage barbarian indigenous people. Pre-Columbus, Dreamcatchers, Tomahawks, Cannibalism. After Columbus, written language, horses, mathematics, philosophy, science, medicine. Not scalping, books, human rights, underwear, toothbrush, Velcro, football. Low infant mortality rates. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Remarkable. We're doing really well on that, by the way, in comparison to the rest of the fucking planet. Electricity, cars, airplanes. Dude. iPhones, breath mints, The Simpsons, women's suffrage. If you know anything about indigenous people, they were horrible to the women, okay? Like, horrible. But Americans, on the other hand, very good to women. America invented the world. Yeah, I'm so happy that Christopher Columbus invented the iPhone. It was so sick. This was released by the Daily Wire. The Simpsons above women's suffrage. Famously, Europeans taught the Native Americans how to grow corn. Oh yeah, no, all of this is true. Wait, that wasn't a parody? No, the Daily Wire put this out as like an educational and kind of funny way to describe why Christopher Columbus is important, and like the natives are just like crying for no reason. I think they did actually get they get in trouble for this. I mean, it's pretty fucking bad, dude. About to go trade my dream catcher for human rights, BRB. Yeah. Europeans would have not survived without natives in the New World. Philosophy, how to make a 10-year-old girl slave better slave by Columbus. Yeah. It was so sick when the horrific violence that Columbus subjected the indigenous populations to was met with disgust even by his fucking peers back home. That was the philosophy that he was bringing to the table when he was cutting off the fucking ears and shit of natives. Like, that was the philosophy that he was bringing. It's actually, it's real girl boss shit, Sweaty. It's real girl boss shit, Sweaty, when you're cutting off girl ears just like boy ears at the same time. I'm just saying, that's called equality, a principle that the indigenous people famously were not aware of. Obviously, nothing happened before Columbus. When he was born, we started technological advancement. I mean, every part of this is so fucking stupid. He cut off their hands when they couldn't find gold that didn't even exist. You can literally make the same point as before Hitler, after Hitler. Wasn't math invented by like every country like a million years ago? Yes. And also, a big reason why math is the way we understand it currently is also the Muslim Golden Age, where, you know, where the rest of the world was not advancing in a similar, you know, a similar speed. I suppose next you'll tell me that Columbus wasn't famously the first flat earther. No Arab numerals. Yeah. No Arab numerals in my house. Algebra, get that shit out of here. I don't want to hear nothing about algebra. Sounds a lot like Al Qaeda to me, brother. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Zero, I don't even know what that is. I deny the existence of the number zero. All right? I think that shit is made up. Arabs made that shit up. Zero. I don't know it. I don't care. I don't have it in my numbers.
He put a wreath at somebody's grave.
I think Jeremy Corbyn put a wreath in somebody's grave years ago.
And I don't know the whole thing about it. I think it happened to be a Palestinian soldier.
Just yeah,
somebody. But the idea is that that's the kind of thing that is, you know, dug up by everybody to like, hey, well, you know, this guy's doing something we don't want. And let's figure out a way to like make him look bad in front of everybody. We all know that. That's Hollywood. That's the way it happens in Hollywood. Same way it happens in politics. You do something, people go, oh.
Danny DeVito, probably one of the best, probably one of the best political guys in Hollywood. Like, if not the best.
Man, let's attack this guy for something that happened like
so consistently.
You know, it's like
gigantic fucking Democracy Now! Fan. Like, he's so good. I love him so much. My dream is to one day see him out in public, hopefully, and consensually give him a hug. Is he not the clear model for Italian? He's not in Hollywood though. He's Philly. I don't know where the fuck he is, but I'm just saying that, like, as far as the industry that he's in, he's one of the most, like, outspoken, open-minded, consistent, thoughtful, and really, really, really great Hollywood actors out there. There's not a lot of them. Like, even Mark Ruffalo, who's chill, has, you know, lib takes every now and then, but, like, this motherfucker is just, he's just above and beyond, dude. If Columbus didn't discover the New World, Don's ancestor would have never been able to make the marinara.
Like, what's
Sacha Baron Cohen? No, dude. Look, I love Sacha Baron Cohen, but Sacha Baron Cohen has a fuckload of lib takes. Are you kidding me? Danny DeVito's wearing a Democracy Now! Hat on the Today Show. Thanks. Hey, boys. My man, dude. My man. Just the fucking man. He's so sick. Susan Sarandon's great too. Yeah, absolutely. H. John Benjamin is pretty good. Yep. Salty because Sasha didn't respond to him. No, he blows up his fucking his social media manager blows up my fucking phone all the time. No, but like he's super predisposed with like he's always fucking up like Facebook's ass and shit, and rarely like he doesn't cover like the structural problems. And my metric for defense is usually someone like Corbyn. If you defend Corbyn, if you're talking about Palestinian rights, like I'm going to think that you know what the fuck you're talking about for the most part. Because it's not something that Americans know about or care about, give a shit about. It's rarely brought up. It's up there with like there's two identities, there's two groups that there's two groups of marginalized people that don't get the defense that they deserve for the struggles that they face, and it's like trans people and Palestinians. Trans people still in Hollywood definitely have more active people defending them, but Palestinian people, no one gives a shit. And so when I hear someone talk about Palestinian rights, it's usually a metric for me to assume that you are you've done at least some of the reading.
It's happening now. Also, Jeremy Corbyn, by the way. Yes, big time. I like the idea of people telling the truth. I like them to get to the bottom of things. Really, in our governments, we have a lot of subterfuge. We got people like Jamie Dimon running around, and we got all this, the LIBOR thing. You guys, everything we go through. We got all this stuff. We got the Panama thing. I mean, what is it? Why doesn't anybody want to pay taxes and just fix the country?
This is old. It's talking about the Panama Papers.
Everybody have a good life, and it's really crazy. So we got to fix it. I think it would make a great PM.
It sucks because you can't control being Palestinian, but you can control being trans. Okay, what the fuck are you talking about, dumbass? No. What are you, fucking stupid? No, it's literally the same.
Oh yeah, way better than Cameron. And forget about. Listen, look at your history, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? Little sketchy guy hanging out with George Bush. What was his name? Blair.
Do you think the Reddit story, the DeVito got talking guy had a suicide on a ski lift is true? I have no idea. I've never heard that. Never unban that stupid ass chatter. I mean, it's probably a sock account. Yeah, first we had a homophobic rad lib, and now we have a transphobic anti-Zionist. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. Don't the Palestinians govern themselves, though? Like the Israeli government gave their citizens the vaccine, and Israel is one of the most diverse countries on earth? What? How come Lebanese opinion on Palestinians is soured along with other Arab countries, but Turkey is a consistent defender? Turkey has more power than all of those other countries, and they want to get fat defense contracts and guns and shit from America. All of the Trump era deals that were made with Gulf countries was made around that. But there's still plenty of Lebanese people that support Palestine. It's just doesn't he have a bad take on suicide? I don't know, man. What do you want to do? Fucking cancel him? All right, he has a bad take on suicide. I don't give a shit. Okay, there. I said it. Not that it's, like, unimportant, but, like, why is it the first fucking thing you go to is, like, let's go through their entire fucking rhetoric without comparing that to, you know, other people, comparing that to his peers. What did he say? Suicide is badass, fucking sick? Is that what he said? He's poggers or something? Oh. Jesus Christ. Why do you permit people who are partial woke? Like you understood Palestinian rights, probably easier to make them understand the trans rights than on anything? What? He said it in character on Always Sunny. Definitely not his actual take. There's a NASA AMA on Reddit if you care. I do not. I really do not. I'm sorry.
Right.
Okay, I need a clip from this, okay? So, our guy, the Milwaukee Bucks senior vice president, Alex Lasry, announced a 2022 run for U.S. Senate in Wisconsin, a seat currently being held by Republican Senator Ron Johnson. Lasry is the son of a private equity billionaire and a major Democratic Party donor, Mark Lasry, and is the second Democratic candidate to jump in the race. The other guy is more progressive. Lasry's father owns the Bucks, and the 33-year-old Lasry recently said that his relocation to Wisconsin to work for the basketball team had come with the pleasant surprise that the state turns out to have many of the same cultural amenities as the cities on the coast he had previously called home. Now, I have to show you some of the highlights because it's fucking insane. He speaks about Milwaukee like I speak about Wyoming, okay? But when I say stuff about Wyoming, I'm right. It's just really terrible. Do we have like a better clip though? Because I don't want to fucking go through 32 minutes. Do any of you? Because I know that it was like there were videos that were going around. Oh, here. So yeah, let's hear what he had to say. It's great, good stuff.
You know, I mean, I was excited by the fact that, like, hey, we were, like, possibly going to buy a basketball team. And, like, to me, that was, like, you know, and I know for my dad, that was always, like, a dream of his. I didn't know much about Milwaukee. You know, I knew the Brewers. I knew the Packers were in Wisconsin. I had been to Wisconsin one other time. I went to Oshkosh to help volunteer for Hillary in the primary in 2008 with my sister. And that was it. My first time to Milwaukee.
They were Hill Dog supporters in 2008. Like, imagine you see someone like Barack Obama and you're like basically a fucking young adult at that point, and your take in 2008 is, oh, I want to, I want to support Hillary Clinton. I wonder why the son of a fucking multimillionaire was interested in supporting Hill Dog over Barack Obama before they knew, by the way, before they fucking knew what was going on. Is this idiot 18 years old? Holy shit, this motherfucker sounds like he's never spoken into a microphone before. Yeah, I mean, dude, look at him. Is this the Democrat is this the libtard way of doing, what the Kelly Loeffler shit was when you adopt the aesthetics of like who you think you're getting to vote for you? You know how Kelly Loeffler would like put on the denim jacket and be like, "Oh, I love shooting guns and doing racism. Hey, this is a Klansman." You know what I mean? And like take photos with the Klansman and shit. Like, is that what he's trying to do? Don't be quick to judge him. Masani might be really invested in women equality. Yeah, that's probably what it was. What the fuck? He made the right choice. Our healthcare policies were so much more progressive than Obama, proving the leftists don't care about policy. The policy differences between Obama and Hillary Clinton, and by the way, Chat Thunder Company is right, were marginal, okay? Hillary Clinton did have a more woke healthcare policy than Barack Obama did in 2008. That wasn't the reason why people were defending Hillary Clinton. Are you fucking dumb? Well, you are dumb. The difference was marginal. Hillary Clinton wanted to expand it further versus Barack Obama. I think Hillary Clinton also, what was it? I think Barack Obama said that he wouldn't tax. He wouldn't add like the additional tax punishment to fund their healthcare proposals. And I think Hillary Clinton was, Obama wasn't for the individual mandate in comparison to Hillary Clinton, who was for the individual mandate at the time. I think that was one of the, anyway, whatever. I was more Hillary than Obama back then, but that's like ancient history now. Can you get into no pixel already? At least do politics coverage of the Don accent. I'm dying over here. Not yet. I was a fundraiser in Wisconsin for Russ Feingold. This guy sucks. He was always around trying to suck up to everyone on the campaign and get Russ to help. He's been planning to run for office since 2016. No, I'm happy that Chad Thundercock, who we fucking who keeps coming back on like sock accounts, who is a gay incel, by the way, a gay cell, his own words, not mine, is well read on like a couple neoliberal talking points, because he probably frequents another community now because he's been banned too many times from this one. So he will just come back and hit me with like two talking points, be like, Hillary was actually more woke than Obama. Yeah, it was really fucking. It's really woke when you run on a campaign where you say things like your opposition is potentially a Muslim infiltrator. But I'm glad that you memorize a talking point that you thought was going to go unnoticed to make yourself seem better. Stop us on this is the second time you confused me with someone else. Chad Thundercock is a common Chad Thunder Company. It's a common moniker. Okay. Lazary is great in person. No clue on where he is on issues. He worked in the Obama White House because of his father's donations. He was fundraising chair for the 2020 convention, but obviously COVID got in the way. From that position, he will have a huge Rolodex for donors for this Senate run. Yeah. I don't know why you said all of those things to make it seem like it's good. I don't know why you said like having a fat Rolodex full of donors for a hedge fund manager's son is like a good reason, and they're going to be really good at being a senator.
Milwaukee was when we came to meet with Senator Cole about possibly purchasing the team. And, I came in with kind of trying to, with just keeping an open mind about the city. The only places I'd lived in prior were New York, Philly, and D.C. So, kind of bigger East Coast cities. Mm-hmm. And, when I came here, I think what most surprised me about Milwaukee is the fact that Milwaukee has all of the same things that any other city, especially any other big city, has. And I think, when you think about like you know, smaller Midwestern cities,
This is great.
you don't think of them as like, okay, like they should be able to go pound for pound with, with a state like Chicago. Everyone always like Chicago is like, the New York of the Midwest. And what I kind of learned was Milwaukee has everything. It's got a great local arts.
I know for a fact, I know exactly what he's talking about. Okay. I know exactly what he's talking about. And it comes across so fucking elitist. It is so bad. Why the fuck didn't you like hire a PR person to tell you never to say things like this? Because I know what he's talking about. It is true. You would not expect Milwaukee to have all of the amenities that you would get in some fucking hipster scene in New York. And that's precisely what he's saying. He's saying that parts of Milwaukee are gentrified out the ass and therefore very similar to the things that you expect, the amenities that you expect from a big city as a rich person. Okay? That's it. That's literally what he's saying. The problem is he's beefing up the consequences of gentrification as positives when he's supposed to be representing everyone, right? As a senator. Specifically, the people that he wants votes from are going to be the poorer people in Milwaukee. So saying shit like this is not going to help you at all. But when he says it that way, it makes him seem out of touch with lower income people. Of course. What he's basically saying is exactly the same fucking experience I had with Oklahoma City. Okay. You go to OKC and you're like, what the fuck is going on? There's like a Dumbo recreation in the middle of fucking OKC. There's no one there because no one lives in Oklahoma. It literally looks like a zombie town. Okay. It'd be great fucking shoot films in. But you go to the Bricktown and you're like, what the fuck? There's like whiskey bars with there's like whiskey bars with Japanese whiskeys and shit, you know what I mean, that you can purchase, and the name of the whiskey bar is actually it's got like, letters missing from it. And it's very cool. It's very hip, right? Because there are gentrified areas because the wealthy oil barons want young talent to remain in Oklahoma. It's not happening, but they want to do that. They want to bring young graduates there because it's like low cost. It's perfect state for low cost sites for big businesses like Boeing and for other big businesses to build factories there because there's less regulation because it's Oklahoma, lower taxes, all of that sort of thing. And that is the reason why they have so many of these like gentrifying elements. Same with Milwaukee, the amenities that he's talking about with Milwaukee.
It's got a great local food scene, 2 major sports teams that are, killing everyone else. The Packers, if you want to, include them, then you've got 3. Great bar scene, great universities. It just kind of had everything that you would want. And, when people said...
So less regulations makes jobs? Yeah, that's actually what I was saying. You fucking owned me, brother. That's precisely what I was saying. Less regulations is good for making jobs if you think that jobs exist in a vacuum and are only created as a consequence of rich people deciding to build factories in certain areas. In the fucking ghost town that I just mentioned. OKC growth is all being driven by Chesapeake being based there. It's like a bunch of town center developments around the Chesapeake Energy campus, ripe to collapse as we transition off fossil fuels. Yeah.
Like, oh, it gets so cold. I mean, it gets cold everywhere.
Anyway, why aren't you talking about the artificial snow deep state is polluting our landscape with? You don't care about the environment at all? We're going to talk about that in a second. Hold on. He sounds like he's a recruiter at a defense company trying to convince STEM majors to move to Wisconsin. Yeah, but like not even doing a good job with it. That's exactly what he sounds like. And he's doing a fucking horrible job with it too. He's like, come on, dude. There's a good bar scene. Pretty cheap to live there. Pretty good. Like, there's an art scene there. I mentioned it's kind of cheap. It does get a little cold, but, you know, what are you going to do? There's 2 sports teams. So, no hot girls? No, of course there are fucking hot girls. There's colleges there. Are you kidding me? Sounds like he's trying to sell the Qualcomm deal to talent. Come on, guys. We got 2 sports teams. People from Illinois fire guns at you? What? I love that, like, the experience. I love that the experience that he has with a fucking town or a city in America is when his dad bought the fucking team. Okay? Like, yeah, I would have never been there if it wasn't for my father who bought a team that he dropped so casually, too. There's got singles in every city. Come on, guys. Yeah. If you want a place with no hot girls, just go to Iowa. What an absolute shithole. Dude, there are hot girls everywhere, okay? There are hot girls everywhere around the fucking country. You guys are being insane if you think there's no fucking hot girls. I moved to Miami to Minnesota recently. I was shook how many cute girls, lol. Yes. As a matter of fact, and I mean this with my entire chest. I say this with my entire chest. I mean this with every bone in my body. I would prefer every girl from fucking the Midwest over half the girls I meet in Los Angeles. Okay? You're just like weird Midwestern Karens. There aren't hot girls everywhere. No, there are. I wouldn't describe an 18 to 21-year-old college girl as hot. Aren't you like 30? Man, shut the fuck up. I'm like talking about it in general, okay? Jesus Christ. I don't mean I'm... And by the way, I can say whatever the fuck I want, all right? What is this? It's like, oh, dude, you must be a pedophile. You said that, like, there's hot girls in an area and some of them are going to be 18. Like, good, dude. Yeah, no, only 18-year-olds go to college. And no one else. Wait, why do you like Midwestern girls more than Cali girls? I never said I don't like Cali girls. I just said that there are hot and cool girls everywhere in my experience, and people greatly overstate certain cities and their appeals, especially when a lot of the girls I meet in Los Angeles and other girls in Los Angeles would admit this as well, are, not exactly great. You only like crystal mommies? I'm equal opportunity. People stay in the same city. They go to college a lot of times. A lot of work around those cities. Let's be realistic, chat. Lower your standards, chat. Pepela. There were not hot girls in my all-boys high school. Yeah. Anyway, text says 0 hot girls right now. You mean like because they're all cold? The only problem is the redder the state, the more often the attractive women are conservative psychos. Yeah. Actually, I don't know. I mean, I've met some very cool people in even Oklahoma. I too like to chill out with 29K other virgins and talk about hot girls from my room alone. Oh, sick. Well, welcome. I mean, we're all in here doing the same exact thing. So yeah, not wrong. Join us. Why are people mad? I don't think anyone's mad. I think people who would be mad at anything we're talking about just want to be fucking mad. And it's kind of a them problem that you literally cannot solve. Okay, fake snow.
Goes out to our government and Bill Gates. Thank you, Bill Gates, for trying to trick us that this is real snow. You'll see it's not melting.
What the hell?
And it's going to burn. Snow don't burn. Snow melts. No water, no dripping, no nothing. If I put this in the microwave, it's going to start sparking because there's metal mixed in it. So you see that?
No way.
No melting.
It got harder. Try it again.
It's not melting.
That's not water.
It's just burning.
Put it closer.
Please put it in the microwave. Wait, come on. This video doesn't... No, this video doesn't end with her putting it in the fucking microwave. Please tell me you blow up your microwave. They did? Oh, that's so sick. Oh, that's so sick. That's so sick. Oh, fuck yeah. There's one where they do and nothing happens. Oh, no. Okay, so the U.S. continues recovery. Estimated 4.3 million homes were without electricity. We all know. But there are, of course, still unsolvable problems, like being a Texan, being a conservative in Texas means irreparable harm. Irreparable harm to your brain. I can't view that video. I don't know. The owner of the account has like limited their fucking... I think I'm blocked by him. Oh, part 2 caption for accessibility.
Check if
Oh, this is sick. Oh, fuck
this
yeah.
has metal in it. Oh, hold on. It's this snow that we got from outside. Let's see.
She's... Snow? Whoa.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe it doesn't have metal in it, but we still think it's fake.
Yeah, it's fake.
Fake snow.
Because
Not
when
real.
we put a lighter up against it, it turned black. And it didn't melt at all.
It's the Chi-Com. Them Chinese communists is putting aluminum in our snow. It's not real snow. It's fake snow, brother.
There it goes.
Where? Oh, come on. All right, bye.
I always am in disbelief when you know how when we watch like those weird fucking wife swap shows and shit, I'm always like, how the fuck do these people have like literal nice houses and shit? You know, they got like designer dogs, they got nice houses. Like, it can't be all that bad if that person with that kind of processing power is able to like literally sit in like a decent house, bored as fuck, you know, blowing up fucking snow and thinking it's not designer dogs. What are you talking about? That's a fucking French bulldog. I mean, they could have adopted it, but still. As a Texan, I feel the same as your Turkish audience. Whenever you cover us, it makes us look like dog shit. LMAO. Yeah, I mean, this is not indicative of the entirety of Texas. Or it's a Boston Terrier, not a French Bulldog. Sorry. I'm just always shocked. And by the way, I don't mean this in a bad way. I'm not saying like they deserve to live in fucking filth or they deserve to be like poor or some shit like that. But it's always shocking that like so many brilliant people suffer their entire fucking lives. And then you have like Midwestern moms who think that like Bill Gates actually put aluminum foil in the fucking snow or some shit, living in like nice ass McMansions in the middle of fucking city or in the middle of fucking Texas. I just don't know how. Like, how do you pay for the fucking property taxes on that? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing as a job that is you can't afford to be that stupid if you're poor? I mean, yeah, it's just, it's still kind of wild to me. They're political streamers, taxes in Texas. Property tax outside of CA is way less. Some girls put out and have kids? What do you mean? What? The fuck kind of dumb take is that? What are you, a Republican? A lot of Texas houses are really cheap. Even big ones kind of nice, but you can't find them in the big cities. Oh. My lawn sprinkler causes a rainbow. Must be something in the water. Hoggers. That's awesome. Yeah. What do they got that gay shit in the water? I know Alex Jones was talking about it. It's them gay chemicals that's making that gay rainbow. Very good. No, that's real. My uncle's a conspiracy theorist and he believes that. What? In another clip, girl gathers a snowball. A number of other videos that cropped up on the same platform with titles like "Need some explaining." Anyone play the government generated snow yet? Same doubts were arisen before when snow unexpectedly blanketed Atlanta, Georgia, and science writer Phil Plate of Slate debunked them. Sounds like fake. I weep for the education. Oh, there's more.
Okay. And another one because people said
fresh ice for fresh snow for all the haters.
Yeah, we got fresh snow. Like how did these, I mean, I'm glad that these people didn't die in the fucking ice storm, honestly. Because if these people with this kind of processing power, okay, with this kind of brain capacity, don't have access to electricity and power and shit, like how the fuck do they know how to survive? I don't know what's going on. It seems like it's getting cold outside, but I don't know. Maybe do we put on blankets? I don't know. The liptards told me to try to stay warm. I think it's fine. It's probably gonna be all right.
Oh man. Okay, here we go. Ah, the flame. Come on, flame. Snowball. Not melting and turning black. Didn't melt. Come on, flame. There's a flame. Come on. Not melting and turning black. It's not melting.
She's making it even more tough to melt by packing the ice further. I mean, it's pretty cool. She brought the fucking spatula out and everything. Do they not think that other things are mixed in with that snow? Nope. Snow is only just water, okay? It's supposed to melt. Can we talk about the water from the snow dripping off her fingers? Hey, you shut your mouth. She lost feeling on her fingertips because she got frostbite, which is a liberal conspiracy. So that's why she can't actually fucking feel the water dripping from her fingies. Negative IQ. Well, as the carbon in the flame, do it with a glass cup. It won't melt. Let it turn black too. Yeah, because glasses are fake, brother. What do you mean? I don't understand what you're saying. Everybody knows glasses are Bill Gates' conspiracy too. That's why I don't drink. I only drink water directly from the pond with my Alex Jones life-saving straw. Make sure I don't get them gay juices they put in the water. It's a psyop, brother. I know most things probably haven't seen real snow, but goddamn, the mental gymnastics to blame the left and deny climate change are unreal. No, I mean it's very deliberate, it's very specific, and it's being advocated for by the oil lobby. It shows that when you melt snow, it melts into itself, and the water will almost never drip outward, but be absorbed by the snow.
BladAstronomy.com here. In January of 2014, Atlanta, Georgia got hit by a bit of a freak snowstorm.
Shut up, nerd. We don't believe you. He's wearing glasses. It's a fake conspiracy. Everybody knows real American patriots don't need glasses to see, brother. It's a psyop.
Put down about 2 inches of snow and ice in the town, which basically paralyzed everything. Now, what I wasn't expecting was a conspiracy theory about this storm. Of course, there can be a conspiracy theory about anything if you're imaginative enough, and this one's pretty imaginative, you see.
Okay, this is the most liberal person I've ever seen, by the way. Like, I am sensing the DNC fight song sing-along energy from this guy. It's just...
It wasn't actually snow that fell. It was geoengineered snow or government-made snow, and it was deposited by airplanes via chemtrails, and maybe it's made of nanorobots and, right? Well, this came about because what people were doing somehow, and I'm not really sure how this started, but they would make a snowball, and then they would take water to drip. Well, a little bit of drippage, but not much, and there, nothing, right? The snow is just collapsing, like when you put styrofoam under a chemical or something like that, and it's so...
Well, I don't understand. I mean, he's just showing the fake snow. This is further evidence that snow is fake and full of aluminum that Bill Gates put in Atlanta, Georgia.
What
4
you're
years
seeing
ago.
here is pretty much what you see in those...
Think about it this way, folks. 2014, Atlanta, Georgia gets snow for the first time in a long time. Okay? And that snow is actually fake by the Chi-Com. It's Chi-Com snow. Okay? 2021, all of a sudden, we got demon rats running the whole goddamn state. It's a slow burn. When Texas turns blue, you'll know. It happened as a consequence of the gay snow. The libtard agenda, the Chi-Com snow, Chi-Com Bill Gates snow. All of it.
Other videos, and if I hold it like this, you really expect it to drip, and it doesn't. And I don't know if you can see that here, but there's a little bit of a scorch mark right there. And I wonder if I can make it scorch a little bit more. Ah, there we go. So what's going on? Well, what I think is going on here is two things, actually. One is that the snow is melting. It is turning from solid into liquid, turning from ice into water.
And okay, I have to say something here. What the other Texans are experiencing and like creating conspiracy theories out of is literally caveman shit, dude. Like it's real Neanderthal energy, okay? Because it is the same exact thing as like seeing a lightning strike a tree and assume that like, you know, assume that some fucking ghosts or whatever the fuck is angry at you, okay? I see big hot ball in sky. Sky God, good. I need warmth. I need feel good on skin. Like, no touch thing. I don't even know how to say like burning. I'm trying to use like Neanderthal terms for fucking fire and shit, but like, you know, I'm using a lot of concepts that we already have, obviously, that we know and take for granted, obviously. If Bill Gates were to spend possibly billions on cutting edge weather manipulation tech, you wouldn't be the ones to debunk it, you dumb fucks. Flat Earth theory, but for snow. I mean, it's all I'm saying is the same fucking energy. Like, hey guys, you know, fuck centuries of technological achievements, scientific accomplishments, and like observations that you can build upon. Don't fucking ever ask a question about like how this works that you know, people figured out literally 2,000, 3,000 fucking years ago. Okay, yeah, millennium, even more than that, right? Also, these are the same people who say shit like, you know, indigenous people are barbarians and cavemen before, you know, Christopher Columbus came and genocided and shit. You know, those are the same people. Meanwhile, like the fucking Mayans were probably a little bit more aware of what the fuck was going on with the snow than these dumbasses were. You know what I mean? So, like, why avoid all of the offerings of civilization? Or Mayans never had snow. Okay, whatever. Wait, first of all, I'm sure that, I mean, there was mountaintops and shit where they could have probably, I assume they would, where they would encounter fucking ice and shit. No? Like Incans, maybe? Weird champ, Mayans didn't have lighters? Excuse me, Hassan, where's my stimulus check? Hold on, I will. They literally did shit take by chatter. Yeah, Mayans had snow in the mountains? Yeah. Yeah, they never had snow because you know why Mayans never had snow, actually? You want to know why indigenous people never had fucking snow? Because there was no Bill Gates. Who's the Mayan Bill Gates? Huh? Exactly. Get wrecked. Lip dart. Anyway, as I was saying, like the people that we consider to be brutal, barbarian, savages, like they didn't have access to the same fucking amenities and centuries of context that we can look to, okay, in an easily readable and understandable fucking format. These guys have all of that and refuse to recognize it, while simultaneously shitting on like all these other older cultures, like as though they are, you know, worse off or stupider. It's great.
But where is it going? It's not dripping. I don't think it's evaporating or sublimating, turning directly from a solid into a gas. I think where it's going is into the snowball, right? I think that as it turns into water, the snow itself is absorbing that water and becoming slushy. This is the same thing that happens when you make a snow cone, right? You have ice in a cone, you pour the syrup on it, and that syrup gets absorbed into the cone. It doesn't drip out. So I think that's what's happening here. The water is still in here, the snow is still here, it's just now in the water and it's been absorbed in. But what's going on with the burn marks? Well, it turns out that is simply from the butane. That is the chemical that fills up a lighter. That's an organic compound, which means it's made of a simple molecule that's made up of carbon and hydrogen. And when you burn it, it reacts with oxygen in the air to form carbon dioxide and water. However, it doesn't burn perfectly efficiently. And what
I don't know what he's talking about. Butane? All I know is propane and propane accessories from my friend Hank Hill over at Arlen, Texas. I don't know what. Now are you going to fucking attack butane? You mean to tell me that butane is responsible for the fake snow? Fuck you. They're trying to take away our butane.
Is the carbon atoms can reform and rebond with each other and with other stuff and form soot. That's what soot is. It's a very complex carbon molecule. It turns black, it absorbs light. And so what's happening is when you hold the lighter up to the snow, it's not that the snow is scorching, it's that the incomplete combustion products, this pollution, this soot, is basically coming out of the flame itself and then plating itself onto the snowball. That's what's going on. And I can actually prove this, I believe, that this will melt and turn into water like any normal snow by taking this and doing something that nobody else in those videos thought to do, and that is let the snowball melt. So what I'm going to do is bring the snowball inside into my kitchen. I'm going to put it in a hot pan, and through the magic...
After this, I'm going to get to the fucking nerds, okay? Just wait.
Actually, the science of time-lapse photography, we can see this actually melting and turning into water.
What the fuck is time-lapse photography? Wait a minute. Hold on. How did he get there? We were just watching him indoors. Now he's got real snow. I know you can't pull a fast one on me. You put the fucking real snow on there, not fake snow.
Well, in that
That's Photoshop!
time lapse, you could see the snow was melting, but what you probably couldn't see very clearly, at least, is that as the water formed from the melting snow, it got absorbed into the snowball itself, and you could see the level of the water rising. It's pretty cool. Well, in the time lapse, that may have been tough, so what I'm going to do is film another snowball, this one made from the same snow, in the pan, and you'll be able to see it in real time. And that way, you'll notice that the water is being absorbed by the snowball. So let me zoom in on this pan, and we'll go. And here we go. Give it a few seconds. It's melting. And you can see the water line. There it is. And as more of the snow melts from the bottom up, the water gets sucked into the snow itself. See? It's turning into a slush ball. And that is what's happening in those videos. That's where the water's going. It's going into the snowball itself, not dripping away as you might expect. So there you
point
have it, folks.
slash choice in my life that I'm
There's
watching
no big
this
conspiracy here. This is not some man-made chemical meant to control your brains and have you vote for somebody they want you to, or to give all.
Dude, this is why I always say conservatives literally just always operate on the same fucking spectrum. They do not change the talking points. Doesn't matter if we're in 2014 or 1914, okay? Conservatives just only adjust to the timeline by by changing the vernacular a little bit, but the energy is always the same, okay? It's great. Like, it's fucking great. To be fair, I'm from NE and didn't know this. Don't let the libs fool you, Azan. Yeah, it's always the same shit. Imagine we actually funded public schools so people understood basic fucking science. Holy shit, fuck Bush and his stupid admin. Fuck, dude. 30K people watching snow melt. Is this performance art? Fun fact, I found out about this meme and then this video because Fantano liked the original TikTok thing about it being fake snow. How fucking sad is it that this is where conservatives have devolved to? This is like third grade science experience. Oh my God. I mean, it's not like all conservatives. Come on. These guys are edge cases. They were edge cases in 2014 and they're still edge cases. They're growing though. And that's the problem. They are definitely growing though. Do you understand? And saying that this is basic science is also stupid because it's not even basic science. Like I said, it's literally Cro-Magnon shit, okay? We're talking, at this stage, we are literally talking about people who would deny, like, you know, fire is actually magic. Like, we're now getting to the stage where there's, like, conservatives have regressed to a fucking level where they're like, you know, magic ball in sky. It's magic. We love Sky God. Libtard no want Sky God magic ball. So that's where we're at. Like, this isn't just like middle school science. This is way beyond that. And I don't know what else to do about it. Okay, I don't know. Lots of people don't know shit about snow because they've never seen it. Okay, even if you've never fucking seen or experienced snow, your first point of view shouldn't be to make assumptions about snow if you've never seen it and assume that, like, it's the government doing mind control, my guy. I don't know. I don't know how to fucking... I don't know how to react to this. Like, if you've never seen snow and your first experience is like, all right, well, what the fuck's going on? You know, I'm burning this. And that's actually quite surprising that it's like soot on it rather than, you know, the snow is like compacting within itself rather than fucking melting straight into water. Like, that's kind of weird, right? instead of trying to figure out, like Google, which is free, trying to figure out why the fuck this is happening the way it is, and not with your expectations.